Today's hair tutorial is for Torvi in the History Channel show Vikings. Specifically, we're going to do the striking Basketweave look from Season 2 that you guys voted for on Instagram and Facebook. Keep watching to learn the how-to. Torvi's hairstyles are some of the most complicated works done on the show, so make sure your braiding fingers are nice and warmed up for this. Let's start everything off with the center part. Then, a little ways back from your forehead, grab a small amount of hair along your part and make a 3-strand braid to the ends. On the other side of your part, make another braid in the same position and of the same size. After that, part your hair down the side of your head. The part should run from right underneath the small braid you just made down to right behind your ear. Make the same part on the other side of your head, and then tie all of the hair behind these parts into a ponytail for now to keep it out of the way. Starting at your forehead next to your part, start lace rope braiding this section of hair. A lace rope braid just means adding new hair to the forwardmost strand of the rope braid before each iteration of the braid. I have a basic how-to for rope braiding at the link above if you're unfamiliar with that technique. Then, once you've incorporated all the free hanging hair into your lace rope braid, join both strands into one, and then pick up the small English braid to be your new second strand. Continue rope braiding both of these together and tie off at the end of the braid to secure it. Repeat on the other side of your head, making a lace rope braid with a section of hair here. Again, the lace part of this rope braid means adding in new hair to one strand of each iteration of the braid. Both of these rope braids should be made such that the two strands are twisted together in the direction away from your face. This means the braid on the right side of your head will be twisted together clockwise, and the braid on the left side of your head will be twisted together counterclockwise. Don't let the opposite directions confuse you for the second braid. Form the lace rope braid down the side of your head until there is no more new hair to pick up, and then join both of these strands into one and rope braid with the small English braid as the second strand. When these rope braids are finished, release the rest of your hair. Draw another part, starting from behind both ears and meeting at your crown in the top center of the back of your head. Again, tie off the hair below this for now. With the hair above this part, we're going to make a basket weave. This braiding technique can be quite tricky, especially if you can't see behind your head while you're doing it, so follow closely. Split this hair down the center so you have a left half and a right half. Divide each of these halves into 4 or 5 even sections, and secure each of these sections with a clip or a hair tie to keep them distinct. Bring together the 2 rope braids you made earlier and tie them together at the lower back of your head. These will act as scaffolding for our basket weave in a little bit. Spraying your hair with some texture spray prior to doing the basket weave will also keep the weaving in place. To start the basket weave, pick up the innermost strands from each half, aka the 2 in the very middle. Cross the right one over the left so the 2 switch places. Now pick up the next strand from the right half and cross it under the right strand that you're holding. Pick up the next strand from the left half, weave it over the left strand you're holding and under the middle. Pick up the next strand from the right half, cross it over the right strand you're holding and under the inner right so that it's now on the left side of the braid. Pick up the next strand from the left side of your head, weave it under the outer left, over the middle left, and under the inner left. You can now notice the pattern that's starting to form. Essentially, you're holding 2 bundles of strands in each hand. Adding in a new strand means weaving it in an over-under alternating pattern until it's gone all the way through the strands on that side of the braid and can join the inside of the strands on the other side of the braid. This over-under pattern should be started with an overweave on one side of the braid, an overweave on the other side of the braid, and then an underweave on the first side of the braid again, and so forth. This ensures that you get the cross-hatch weaving pattern in your final braid. Also take care to keep all the strands in the same order as you form the basket weave. This isn't easy to do when you're holding more than 2 or 3 strands in each hand, so try to feel whether each strand was woven under or over by another strand the last time around. Or if that's still not working for you, you could try color coding the clips holding these strands separate. Keep up with this basket weave until you've woven all the strands together. And now you'll be holding 2 bundles of strands, one in each hand. Divide both of these bundles in half and clip the two inner halves together for now. On one of the outer halves, remove the clips or ties so that all those strands can blend together. Then poke a hole through the rope braid scaffolding about an inch behind your ear and thread this hair through the hole. Do the same with the other outer hair from the other side of the basket weave, poking a hole through the rope braid about an inch behind your ear and pulling your hair through. With the basket weave strands in the middle, unclip them and divide in half again. With the right half, poke another hole through the rope braid, this time closer to the middle of the back of your head, and pull this hair through. Then also braid this hair into an English braid to the ends. Do the same with the remaining strands from the basket weave, pulling them through the rope braid and English braiding to the ends. We're getting close to the end now. Make sure the hair from the rope braids that is below the hair tie is all unbraided so that it just looks like a little ponytail. Take the two English braids you've made, cross them over this ponytail, cross under, cross over again, and then bring together behind the ponytail and secure with a small hair elastic. Undo the braiding below this tie, and then release the rest of your hair. Finally, there are a couple accent braids to finish. Pick up very small amounts of hair right below the rope braided scaffolding, and English braid or rope braid these bits. Make 2 or 3 accent braids this way, evenly distributed across the back of your head, and then you're finally done. Check out how detailed this style is when completed. There's tons of different kinds of braids going on, so it's a fun way to show off your skills as well as get into the Viking mood. I really hoped you liked watching this video. If you want to get updates on new tutorial videos or see pictures of a lot more hair inspiration, follow me on Instagram at Silvousplaits_hairstyling or Twitter at Silvousplaits. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you again later.